Hello and welcome back to the Amazing Justin channel. So here we go. So what I'm going to be doing now is talking about the next few chapters of my book, starting with chapter 1. As there is over 20 chapters in the book, so I thought I'd just do it one chapter at a time. So here we go. Chapter 1, The Dawn of Innocence. This is about my early childhood and school years. So I was born in Worthing, West Sussex, on September the 23rd, 1969. I was named Richard back then. I am the second eldest of 5 children. I know it says 4 in my book, but we'll get to that later on. My early childhood was mostly happy with my bond with my older brother David, who we often fought at times, as brothers do. I often came off the worst. So we used to build camps in the garden and have wars with our neighbours. Friendly wars, but fun nevertheless. My parents were in their 20s when they had us, and we had plenty of holidays to Pontins and Butlins. Even went abroad to Lloret de Mar in Spain. Everything then changed when the twin siblings, Ian and Christine, were born. Money then became tight, stressful. And then obviously, growing up, my parents introduced us to Catholic Church. Obviously, me and my brother used to muck around a lot of the time. It was all boring, uninteresting, irrelevant. Then used to have some disturbing dreams about it was like going down this long, wide road. There were lots of these beams of light energy going along. And then I just found this path that was narrow, and going through this winding path, it was really hard to get through. And then I came to the end, and then there's this fuzziness. Almost like when you look at a TV and there's no signal coming in, there's this fuzziness going on. That was kind of like my church upbringing. Got confirmed with the rest of it, got to about 16, decided to do my own thing. Obviously going through my childhood, being brought up, discipline in our home was strict, sometimes harsh. I was also bullied at school, and I often felt isolated. Been in an all-boys high school as well, made me look at my sexuality a bit more. I struggled at school with certain subjects, but I did well in English and pottery. One of my pottery pieces was a work of a wardrobe that was about that high, and featured a cat inside, some clothes hanging out, and some wardrobe and some drawers with bits and pieces inside. And so that was featured in the Worthing Herald, and a picture of me there as well, showing my piece. And they said it was an A-level class piece of work by students at St Andrews High School, where I used to go to. Also, during St Andrews High School, and during the moments, that were tough with being bullied, trying to find a sport that I was good at. Athletics was an issue, football was an issue. I have asthma, so it was difficult to play some of these sports. Then I discovered cricket, and I went to play for the under-18s Worthing cricket team, and so built up over a couple of years. So then one day they gave me the opportunity to play at cricket in one of the school games, and I knew that I was a good bowler but not so much a good batsman. And strange things happen, but I literally bowled out the captain on the first go, which is called a golden duck, and I got 5 other wickets, and then that was it. They were putting me into cricket every single week. So that was one of my highlights, being at St Andrews High School. Unfortunately, I did have an accident towards the end. I won't go into too much details with that, but let's just say I decided to give up cricket and start to look at motorcycles. So and I'll go more into detail in regards to, in the next few chapters, where that progressed, and another accident from that as well. So the next chapter, chapter 2, is obviously called My First Miracle, Healing of Rose. And I hope you stick around and wait for the next chapter. Thank you.